Hello there, welcome back to the channel. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to improve the quality of your render, whether they are images or videos, only changing the background to get things like this you're seeing beside me on the screen. I'm Lucia. If you want to see more of my work, you can find me on Instagram as Lucia Tech and subscribe to this channel if you want to continue learning about technology applied to fashion. Good. I'm going to go to Clo3d. Here I have one of my projects, and I'm going to go to render in the main menu. Okay, so we are going to see at the right side of the screen the typical render Clo3d gives me with white and gray background, which is quite ugly. We can improve it a lot. If I go to image and video properties, this icon here, yeah, I'm going to see in the property editor some options to change the background, right? If I scroll down, background, I can see color, texture, and transparency, which I can change. First of all, I'm going to delete this background. If I touch this small bin, you can see here, it's going to delete the default background, right? I'm going to update the render, and I'm going to see a white background, right? And where it says color, if I touch the small white square, I can open the color selector and choose any color for the background, right? I can choose, I don't know, some color that match better with my project, right? If I touch render now, it's going to export this image with red background. Okay, if I go a bit more down, I can find transparency, yeah? And I touch here, and this allows me to export renders with transparent background, which is very useful for presentations, collection presentations, for portfolio, to insert in flyers like this one. I'm going to stop the render. Let's go back, white background. And this one is my favorite. Where it says texture, I can upload any kind of image. If you touch this small icon here, it's going to open this folder, which has the default backgrounds that the software has included, right? But I'm going to go to this other folder, the folder that I have, where I save every background, every picture that I find on the internet and I find nice to use as a background, right? But you can use any image downloaded from any bank of images. For example, let's try this one. Beautiful. It works very good with this kind of images that you can see the wall and the floor and the line that separates both. Okay, but to make it look more realistic, I'm going to go to light properties. I'm going down, I'm going to find ground shadow. If I touch this small icon here, it's going to project the shadow of the project on the floor. And actually I can turn it and it's going to project the shadow different directions. Actually, you can use the turning animation that I showed a few tutorials ago with this kind of background, projecting the ground shadow, and it's going to look very, very good and very realistic. But it is very important for it to look realistic that you use a picture that has floor and wall. I'm going to stop it. And that's it for now. I hope you like it. I hope you use it. Like, comment, and subscribe to continue learning about technology applied to fashion.